Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. Time to take a look at a new phone from Nothing, the Phone 2. So the second phone that Nothing has came out with, very unique, transparent. This is the white color, and this phone starts at $599, so it looks very promising for a $599 phone. You get all of Nothing's customizations, their software, and even their Glyph interface with the lights on the back of their phone that light up in different ways. That has been updated on this phone. We'll check that out. You get the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, which isn't quite the 8 Gen 2 processor, but it's still a solid chipset. You get a 6.7-inch 120Hz OLED display on the phone too. We're gonna check out what comes inside the box, the custom accessories that come with, and then of course get some hands-on with the latest phone from Nothing. Let's get started. Here is the Nothing Phone 2. The big reveal, as usual, they make you rip the box to open their products, even their earbuds. Very similar fashion all the way around. That was pretty clean. Take this side off and open this up. Flipping this side up, we do have our white variant, Nothing Phone 2. We're gonna set that to the side for just a second, continue through. I'm excited to check out the new charging cable that they did include inside here, designed by Nothing, just safety warranty info. They still do include that very unique way to pop out your SIM card slot. It's nice that it's different. Everyone includes one of these, so it's cool to set themselves apart in as many ways as possible. And then finally in the box is, like I mentioned, that newly designed USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. Because it's new, quick close-up, it does say Nothing on this side, and flipping this side over, it says Nothing on both sides, actually. So there you have it. I know what you came to see, the Phone 2 with the message, Earth First, has 53 parts made with sustainable materials. Its packaging is plastic free. I can attest to that. That was a lot of paper that we just opened up. So let's continue through. Whoops, missed that one. Oh, a little messy. Not too bad. I've had messier. So there we go. Here it is. Oh man, that is really cool. The Nothing Phone 2, the back of it, super unique as expected, just like the previous model. Anyways, I'm going to boot this phone up, and while it turns on, we're gonna take a closer look at the hardware of Nothing. So down at the bottom is our SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C port, and one of our speakers. Moving along, on the right side, just our power button there. We do have a little bit of a camera bump, really not too much at all out of the dual camera system. Up towards the top, you do have another microphone, and then along the left side are our two volume rockers, very flat and rounded sides. I also do want to point out, if you take a close look, you can kind of see the back sort of rounds out. So when you hold it, it's a little bit more comfortable. It just sort of rounds out on the back. And a close look at that back of the Nothing Phone 2. Transparent look, you can see inside. Just so unique and cool. This does have wireless charging, so you can sort of see the coils. This is 15 watts of wireless charging. And the black will show where the lights are a little better, just with the lights being white, they sort of blend in with the phone, but we'll definitely show off them lighting up in just a little bit. You'll notice where they are though. These lights all around the phone, and of course our dual camera system. We have a 50 megapixel main wide angle lens with a Sony IMX890 sensor with optical image stabilization, and the second lens is a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, but you can zoom up to 15 times digitally, so you do not get optical zoom out of this system. By the way, there's 5 LED strips with the Glyph interface, so 33 segmented zones, so a lot more customization options. Hello, you'll see English UK because it is a London-based company. I'm going to switch that to the United States because I'm in Chicago. Anyways, I'm going to run through the setup process, talk about anything that's noteworthy. You can set up your fingerprint to unlock your phone, and this is an in-display fingerprint scanner. Setting it on up, we are going to continue through. This is a little bit lower of a location than some other devices, which does take a little bit to get used to. Somewhere about right here. This one was down here. Fingerprint added, that was very quick. You can add more if you'd like to. Nothing OS 2.0. Some new additions as well, which I will talk about throughout this video. Neat little animation. This is part of the, intro startup. You'll notice a bunch of different widgets, access essential and easy ways with new widgets, themes, folder layouts, and obviously you've got your Glyph interface, which will light up notifications based on what's going on with your device that you can customize. A new way to interact it, call recognition, recognizes who's calling, certain notifications that are essential will light something up. Glyph timer, look at that, even just a actual timer moving along, that's really neat. Choose your visual style. Let's see what options we have. Nothing or default Android. We're gonna go with nothing, of course. We've already checked out default Android on other devices, so finish setup. There it is. We are on the home screen of Nothing Phone 2. And here is that front display. This is a 6.7 inch OLED LTPO display, so it goes down to 1 hertz and goes all the way up to 120 hertz refresh rate, which I can definitely tell is enabled out of the box. This is a 1080p display and gets up to 1600 nits of brightness. If we do go into display settings, it's at dynamic right now, so it will switch depending on the content that's shown, which will help with battery life. You can force 120 hertz or you can force 60 hertz. You get 3 different options. Great that you have the choice. Oh, also, I almost forgot to mention, there is a pre-installed screen protector. Let's see if I can get that to show up. So if the light hits it right, maybe you can tell, maybe not. Okay, right there. I think you can tell the front-facing cutout camera right there. There is a pre-installed screen protector. So I have to say, this glass on the back, it's called pillowed glass. It is fairly comfortable. It is, a little bit rounded on the sides. Let's do a quick test of the fingerprint scanner. Going to the lock screen, it's very quick, very accurate. I don't mind the subtle vibration when unlocking the phone. Also really like the monochrome layout that Nothing has and their unique widgets. They will have new widget drops sporadically, so keep an eye out for new widgets coming to these phones, and these are obviously various shortcuts. You have your clock shortcut there with the actual moving analog clock. When you do pull down your notification tray, you have all your quick toggles, your notifications. If you go down again, you have your top 2 Wi-Fi and Bluetooth right there, separated with mobile data, which I like having those 2 separate. And then all your standard quick shortcuts. You have a Glyph timer, which, why not? Let's do it. I'm actually a little excited. It says flip to start. Boom. Set your phone down. It had a little tick letting you know it started, and this is going to move down. I'm gonna let this sit and record just for fun. Okay, crank down the exposure a bit so you could see it on camera, but there you have it. Did obviously count down, almost halfway made it. And you'll see the timer still running on the actual screen, so it doesn't need to just stay flipped over. Your timer continues if you pick the phone back up. You can pause it or hit finish. I'm gonna finish that. And since we're on the subject, let's get into it. The Glyph interface. I'm just gonna jump to it, pressing and holding there, but you can go through settings and get to the interface. Brightness options, it is on auto brightness. However, you can lower or raise it. I was impressed with how bright it was, considering I have a lot of bright lights and I could still see that timer very easily. Ringtones, there's a bunch of them. More than sound, customize and instantly recognize who's contacting you. So if you add a contact, you can I don't have any because I didn't sign in to my account, but you can customize a ringtone. So if you want the default one, let's see if we can hear it. There we go. Okay. And some lights, let's go over. I can see it just fine in the light, but I cranked down the camera's exposure just so you can sort of see. There we go. Continuing through, just a couple more. It does vibrate as well in a unique way that matches up with the lights. That one's kind of neat and subtle. I actually like that one a lot. Let's see if there it goes. And it vibrates with the chime. Continuing, am I done? Ooh, that one's aggressive. That's like a good alarm. It's like telling you to wake up. Ooh. Now we're getting some beats going. Somebody needs to make a rap to that. Anyways, you can have sound only if you don't want the lights on for whatever reason, and you can also add new sounds. Looks like it pulls from a library if you have actual sounds you'd like to add. Notifications are very similar. Essential ones, you can add specific essential ones to change or add your own. These are going to be a little bit shorter. Ooh, okay. That was like Jeopardy. I think that was it. Yep, that's it. Here, one more at the Jeopardy. Ah, didn't get it right. And again, don't worry, those lights were very bright to my eyeball. The camera just needs to change with the exposure, etc. So don't worry about that. Glyph lights you can turn on off. Flip to Glyph. Silence on demand, which is nice. Glyph timer, which will, the virtual one that we already tried out. There's also a volume indicator. So if you turn that on, it'll display the current volume level with Glyph interface when adjusting, which is interesting. Visual response to the Google Assistant. Really? Got it. Hey, what's the weather like right now? Wait, maybe I got that wrong. Visual response. Display Glyph's response when Google Assistant is triggered. Was I blocking it? Hey, Google, how you doing? Never mind. Okay, so it's when you're talking to it. I don't think it's when it's responding. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that, but there we go. That was really cool. And you saw the meter, the volume meter of my voice of when I was actually talking. That's cool. I like that idea. I mean, those are just very unique things that you might not have thought of, but it's a cool way to use this Glyph interface. Oh, and by the way, if I long press on flashlight, it turns on your Glyph flashlight. Check it out. Boom. Sweet. Again, the camera doesn't do it justice. It looks really good. If I wanted to sort of change the camera to make it look like what it looks like to my eyeball, it would be at about this level. So just to give you a really good idea, it definitely shines bright even in the bright lights that I have going on in my room. All right, charging meter wiggle for progress. Displays charging progression when charging with a cable. Okay, I love that. Just kind of a line that goes up to let you know when your charging is, and turn off automatically. You can schedule it. But anyways, that's just about everything I want to talk about for now with the Nothing Phone 2. A lot more coming soon though, so be sure to click that subscribe button. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll post some pictures over there of this camera system. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I love how they're making fun, new ideas. And this phone looks really good, feels good in the hand, very premium overall. I'm excited to really test this out. So anyways, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.